sorry. I've got my in-laws at my place and they're very loud. So I'm at McDonald's in the car park in my car. I'm sorry if I drop out. I'm on my phone, but trust me, it's a better way than me being at home right now. It's really loud.
Demi, stay with us.
Stay with us, Demi. I'll try.
Dimitra, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'll try. Demi's fine. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Tess, for my results with my assignment. Thank you. Awesome, fair, lovely.
You happy?
Yeah, very happy. Thank you.
Oh, good. Good. I forget what I gave you.
It was a good mark. Yeah, really happy.
Oh, good. That's great. And you enjoying the unit?
Yeah, so far, yeah, I love it.
You love narrative therapy?
Love it. Yeah, I'm getting a lot out of it, and I believe the material is, relatable, and I will be able to use it later on. I think narrative is one of those skills that, I will use later on. I'm really enjoying it.
Oh, good. That's great. Yeah. It's a really useful therapy to know about and to be able to use. And it's being increasingly used now.
Yeah. And it's great to, wave the Aussie flag,
Exactly.
With, Aussie developers. Well, one New Zealander, but hey, he's just over the pond.
Well, it's good to have you here, Demi. And Greg.
Yes, I actually found out today that there's can you hear us, Greg?
Yes, I can now, yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
I actually found out today, Tess, in my positive psych assessment, that you can actually do narrative exposure therapy.
Can you?
Yes, I was studying today.
I didn't know that. Narrative exposure therapy.
Yeah, it's been specifically developed just for anxiety, like PTSD, etc.
Wow.
And, borderline personality disorders and stuff. I was really quite enthusiastic.
Yeah, I can understand that. That's fascinating. I didn't know that. So how are you finding it, Greg? How are you finding the unit?
Really interesting. I enjoy it. There's an awful lot of reading and I haven't been able to quite keep up with it all.
Right.
I wish I had more time to do more reading because I don't think I know, the extent of narrative, that's for sure. But no, I really like the idea of it and, I'm enjoying it a lot. So a bit like the others, I think I would like to use it in the future in some way. So
are you practicing as a counsellor at the moment, Greg?
No, but I'm quite drawn to it. So it's good and very enjoyable, yeah.
It's a very popular mode of counselling. And
I'm not surprised, no.
Yeah, and it's becoming more popular as people get to know about it because it's only new.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
I think it's got a very good centre over there. I keep calling it Dulwich, but I don't know if it's Dulwich or Dulwich. Dulwich, yes.
Dulwich Centre.
So they've got a very good base for it, I think.
They do.
Got a terrific website and everything like that, and very good base to build from.
That's right. That's right, Greg. Yeah. No, it's well worth a visit to the Dulwich Centre if you want to do your practicum there.
Yeah, that would be good, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't really got time to get my head around the placement business yet, so maybe at the break I'll try and sort something out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So what year are you up to, Greg?
I'm in the second year, yeah.
Have you just started the second year, or?
I'm sort of in the middle of the second year, so a few more units this next semester, and then a placement sometime early next year, possibly.
All right, because I've only just started my second year. I'm in my second year. I just started, and I keep getting all these things about placement. I'm getting a little bit scared that I need to be doing something now.
Yeah, I'm a bit the same. I miss the online workshop that they had a couple of weeks ago.
Whereabouts are you? Because they're actually got workshops in the first week of the break.
Yeah, but I would want to do them online. So, but I was hoping they might have sent the recording out, but they didn't. So.
Guys, honestly, don't freak out. I'm on my third year and I'm looking for placement now, and I've got 2 terms left. So don't freak out. Yeah, I'm going to a workshop in a couple of weeks, and yeah, so I'll get my butt into gear. It's just been hard finding something. Do look out for placement, but don't freak out. You've got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, don't freak out.
It's good to hear.
Just have it on the back of your mind. Get everything ready, and you'll be fine. I mean, the sooner the better, right? But yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
You'll find something.
Have you found your placement, Demi?
Not yet. I'm I'm looking at the moment, and yeah, so I've got 3 months to go before I have to start. But yeah, I've got appointments set up with the coordinators in a couple of weeks. I've got a workshop in a couple of weeks, and just to get the ball rolling.
Right.
So yeah, and I got told that it's just mandatory for them to send the emails just to get you thinking about it, get your resume up to scratch, just to start preparing for it.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so don't freak out, guys. It's just their way of just saying, just have it in the back of your mind, get ready for it.
Okay.
We'll quote you on that, Demi.
Yeah.
Demi said we didn't have to worry.
No, I mean, get your resume up to scratch and stuff, but yeah. Don't freak out. It's all good. You'll be fine.
This has been recorded, you know.
Yes, it is being recorded. You're right, Greg.
Oh, good. Just in case I drop out, hey?
Don't drop out.
Macca's.
Don't drop out, Demi. We want you here with us.
Oh, only these things happen to me, I tell ya. Just.
So, Jeanette, you said that in a post to the online discussion forum that you couldn't find how to link the videos, how to access the videos.
I actually, after some time, found the e-resources through Navitus or ACAP.
Right.
But the one that I don't know what it is, because you said here that the one with the children is 34 minutes long, but the one that I actually found is 1 hour 43 minutes long.
Yes.
On children? Really?
Yeah. So are you just talking about, because he gets interviewed for the first, I don't know, half hour or so, and then he has a session with the child and his mum.
Right.
So is it just a session that we have to, do I have the right one? The child's name's David.
I thought that probably, yeah. There's Andy. Andy's the client.
No, Andy's the grown-up guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who is David the child? He starts off with the fact that he has an Adidas golf shirt on. Is that the right one?
Greg?
You don't know?
Greg?
I'm not sure. I'm doing the other one, the one with Andy in it, and it does go for about an hour and a half. So yeah, the other one's an hour and a half as well. So
yeah,
the second option here with the child, because I work with youth, it says it's 34 minutes, but when I go in, it's an hour and 43 minutes. But a lot of it is actually when the two presenters are actually interviewing Steve.
Okay.
So I'm assuming then, Tess, it's purely just the interview with the child and his mother.
That's right. That's right, Jeanette.
All right.
Yeah, just choose the 30-minute excerpt of the interview with the child and his mother.
All right.
I didn't realise that it was that long.
Well, I'm hoping I have the right one because there's actually quite a few, but there's only one that's with
Right.
Steve Madigan. How do you pronounce his name?
Madigan.
Yeah, Madigan, that's right.
Madigan.
There's only one that's actually with Steve Madigan, so I'm assuming that's the right one.
Yeah, it is, Jeanette. Yeah, Steve Madigan's really good.
I like him.
Yeah, he's great.
Hmm.
So you're going to do the interview with the child, Jeanette?
Well, I haven't had a chance to look at either of them because I couldn't find them.
No.
But it's just that I've got a background in youth, so I was thinking child.
Yep. Yeah.
Which one are you doing, Dimmy?
Dimmy.
You got your sound off, Dimmy? You got your sound off.
I think she's muted her sound.
Okay, I'm back. Yep, gotcha. I haven't started, guys, because I've got 4 assignments due in 2 weeks. So I'm pretty much
3.
Yeah, so on other subjects at the moment, but I will get onto it.
So have you done a critical essay before, Dimmy?
I think so. So.
It's a critical evaluation. Have you done that before?
I haven't.
Yes, I have. I think I have for another subject a while ago, though.
Okay. And you haven't done a critical evaluation, Jeanette?
No.
Okay.
What about you, Greg?
Yeah.
Yes, I've done one. Just trying to think what it was. I think it was in positive psychology.
Yeah,
and,
I think positive psychology with me as well. I think I can remember positive
yeah,
psychology with that.
Yeah, that's right. One of the options, one of the essays was a critical evaluation. So basically just looking at the pros and cons really and weighing it up, and that's my sort of understanding, a bit simplistic, but I'm just going with the process that's written in the assignment and the marking criteria, trying to address all of that as it's written there.
Yeah, the marking criteria is good to be guided by.
Yeah. One thing I wasn't sure about that was there's a question in there about the ethical practice, and in the video I looked at that I want to do, I couldn't really see any issues, any ethical issues.
Okay, well that's okay. That's okay, Greg.
As long as I mention it. And,
mention it and mention that you couldn't find any ethical issues that needed.
Well, the only ethical issue I could find was addressed by the presenter, who said at the start that because the session was being filmed, there was an ethical thing there that the client should speak up if there was subject matter he didn't want sort of the general public to.
Right.
But that's not really within the session. That's kind of a different,
True.
Film.
Yeah, that's just to do with confidentiality.
Yeah, I didn't think that was really worth mentioning. So,
no.
But I couldn't really see much about ethics in it. Anyway. So.
No.
So, Tess, if there's nothing in there about ethics, can you actually mention the part that he is actually abiding by ethics? Can you do it that way?
Sure.
Yeah. Good idea.
So you don't have to be critical. You can say, look, you've had a look at it, and as far as you can see, he's abided by everything.
Ethical.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then put some examples. Sorry.
Dimmy?
Yeah, is it okay if we put some examples of some legislations that he is doing correctly, just to fill it in a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Or
yeah, that's good, Dimmy.
I've actually started the question yesterday, and I'm finding that there's really a lot to cover, and there's a 2,000 word maximum again, and I'm pushing to squeeze everything in, so I didn't want to go into any extraneous type stuff.
No, you have to stick to the word limit, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it's like 2,000 is the max.
Yeah.
It's not 2200 this time, it's 2000, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It was 2000 last time, wasn't it?
It says 1500 to 2000, so I'm thinking you can't really go over 2000.
No.
But I've almost written that already, and I'm only halfway through.
Oh, God, really? You're going to have to edit it.
I know, I'll do it in shorthand and send it in.
So which video have you chosen, Greg? You've chosen the one with Andy, have you?
Yes.
Right, and you've chosen your 30-minute segment?
No, well, I sort of didn't realise. I just thought it was a typo and then you just had to do the whole thing.
No.
Well, the intro you don't have to really touch on.
No.
That's sort of a few minutes. And then at the end, there's a reflecting, what I understand is a reflecting team, which is the outsider witness.
Right.
But that's actually a really important part of the session. So I actually included that because he really brought out some good stuff in that last segment. So I haven't really just looked at this interview with Andy and the doctor, I've forgotten his name, John Winslade, I think it is.
Yeah, that's right.
That's over an hour anyway. It's not a 30-minute segment.
No.
But in the process, Greg, up the top in the process, it says select and watch a 30-minute segment from one of the following videos.
Yeah. Well, I didn't exactly do that.
Well, maybe that might help you cut back on your 2,000 words already.
Yeah, but I mean, the session is one complete thing. Like, if you just took 30 minutes out of it, you'd be missing out on half the kind of techniques and, like it's very well constructed, the session. It's really, I thought it was pretty brilliant, really.
Yeah.
But just looking at half of it, you would lose half your content if you just looked at one section.
But that's what you need to do, Greg. You need to lose half your content.
Yeah, but then you lose half of your techniques and interventions and the process. Like you'd only get the story and a bit of the story and the alternate story, but not all the rest of it.
So, but I'm assuming that the question is structured to actually apply to any 30-minute section. Is that right,
I'm
Tess?
not sure, Tess, because like I said, it's a one whole unit. The interview is a unit, and then even the extra bit at the end fills that out really nicely. So I just thought, do an overview of the whole thing. It actually says that, to do an overview of the session.
It does. It does say to do an overview of the session, yeah.
Yeah.
But is that only just one part of it? Sorry, Tess, to cut you off. Is that just only one small part of it and then the majority of the assignment is just the 30-minute window?
Yep, Demi. Yep, that's right.
So can we do that in an abstract, like just like an abstract 30-minute window overview of the whole assignment, and then the rest the 30-minute?
Yeah, sure, Demi.
Awesome. Thanks, Tess. Sorry to cut you off.
That's okay.
Well, it's kind of an important thing, really, because if I'm looking at a wider amount of video, then it's not going to have as much detail as what other people might do if they're just looking at half an hour.
Well, I think that's the whole point of it, though, Greg. Being able to actually critically evaluate a 30-minute session, because you can't, as a therapist, you can't go in there and just wait for the whole session to be. You have to be present in the moment and be able to critically evaluate every part of a session.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
I'm not really sure. I seem to remember we were debating the first essay too. The question in the first one we did.
What did we do in the first one, Greg?
Oh, I remember we were debating something like this. Can't remember what it was now.
I think you and I were, Greg, actually. Sorry? I think it was you and I debating it, Greg.
I can't hear.
No, I remember, guys. It was adding so many modalities into the assignment where it was just in relation to one comparing it to the other assignment, but you had a few modalities that you were trying to compare it to something like that.
Yeah, I vaguely recall something, but
something like that.
Yeah.
That's okay. Hey, that's all right.
Someone needs to
We all
review
think
these
differently.
questions for next year.
Someone needs to what, Greg?
Look at the questions again for the next time
Yeah.
the course is offered.
Oh, okay.
Put it in the evaluation that you get on each subject. Just note it down. The feedback.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Feedback in week 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I really love the video, and I'm quite attached to it. Quite attached to the whole thing.
Are you?
Yeah, it was good. So I don't want to do this little segment. I want to do all of it. So. Even if it means failing, I'm going to hold my ground.
No, don't be silly. No, don't say that.
Just joking.
Well, I have a question. Having not done a critical evaluation before, I've actually gone on to have a look at on ACAP, and it says here that here it says about to give verbatim examples. In your critical evaluation, you should include, and the second one is a description of the narrative interventions, client and counsellor responses using verbatim examples.
That's
so
right.
Normally in an academic essay, you're limited to 10% quotations of what actually happened. So that doesn't apply in a critical evaluation?
No, Jeanette, it doesn't apply at all.
Okay.
You can use as much verbatim examples as you like.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So not having done one before, is there something that is like critical? Can someone give me some advice of what they think is important?
As long as you put like the square brackets around the time that the verbatim is referenced, you should be fine. So
what do you have
just
to do?
have to reference it. Like the time that you take that statement, you must reference it in square commas.
Inverted commas.
Square brackets.
Square brackets.
Yeah. There's a way of referencing it.
How do I find that out?
You should have a reference guide list on how to reference them. So if you go under the ACAP website, so I've got a sheet of all the referencing
I've got
ways.
that
and you should have that there, video files. And you should have the way you reference verbatims. Like my reference list is like, 4 pages long. So, yeah.
Your reference list is 4 pages long.
Like the ACAP reference list that you get. It gives you examples of how to reference everything correctly. Just reference it very well.
All right. Okay.
Speaking of references, there was mention of research and references. I'm finding it a bit hard to get references because I don't know. There's just not enough words to play around with. So, would you be expecting, the 8 to 10 references again, or?
Yeah.
Like you would, yeah.
Yeah. Is that a problem, Greg?
No, not really, but it makes the essay kind of. By the time you take all the padding out of your writing, it just seems like a whole lot of not disjointed, but what am I trying to say? Just a whole lot of seeming statements that are referenced.
I agree with you.
Rather than a flowing essay sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's happened once or twice before where to me it seemed pretty weird, and by the end of it, the way it was written wasn't really an essay.
You don't really need 8 to 10 references for this one. It's more that you've got a quote from the counselling session itself.
Right, but I read somewhere it mentioned, I think it might have been in the marking criteria, that it showed that you'd done some research and reference things within the body of your essay.
Yeah, that's right.
I assume they want some kind of reference
to academic literature to support the evaluation.
Yeah.
Sorry? Yeah.
Academic literature, concepts and theory to support your evaluation.
So you do need to reference.
You do.
To textbooks, yeah.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Okay.
Demi, it actually just says to reference it when you're quoting and paraphrasing the same way as you do. Oh, I see. It actually says the time.
Yeah, just put the time in, yeah. So make sure they're in square brackets. So, yeah, I mean, you know, it's easy to leave that out. Just a little tip.
In the referencing is actually got in the normal brackets. The only thing it's got square brackets is when you're in the reference list, you actually square bracket the video file.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, Tess, can you tell me from the educator's point of view if there's something that would stand out in your mind as being definitely required in a critical evaluation?
You need to you need to analyse the narrative therapy session. That's really important, that you're able to analyse it. That's part of the critical evaluation. And you've got to identify and evaluate narrative therapy interventions. So your critical evaluation is your critical analysis. Sorry, Greg?
Oh, so your narrative therapy interventions are the techniques like externalizing.
That's right. Yeah.
So if I do
unique outcomes, curious questions, things like that.
Yeah. So sounds like I'm going to have to just do it over a half-hour stretch and sort of ignore what comes afterwards.
Yeah.
But you can still do an overall assessment of the whole thing, because it does ask you to do that.
Yeah, you can. You can.
So overall analysis of the whole, I forgot what the question reads now, but just look at the overview of the whole thing and then look at half an hour.
Is that way you can still have your love affair with it, Greg?
Sorry?
That way you can still have your love affair with the whole session.
Well, thank God for that.
Talk about the whole session.
And be still my beating heart.
Oh, you poet.
It sounds like you really want to give an overview of the whole session, Greg, not just the 30 minutes segment.
Well, one question definitely says give an overview of the whole thing. I'm pretty sure that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
And then for the other things, for example, identifying interventions, I'll just look at a half-hour segment and see what comes up just for that half an hour and just ignore the rest of them.
That's right.
Yes. Yeah. So I never really realised the value of the reflecting teams before. So I read about it in the course notes and didn't really have much impact on me. But when I actually watched this one, it was abundantly clear how important it was
to have reflecting teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And I didn't really tweet that before, and I wanted to write something about that as well.
Good.
But anyway.
No, that sounds good. That sounds good, Greg, to talk about the reflecting teams.
Yeah, well, yes. So if I got the half an hour section, could maybe overlap the last bit, I could do that. But I haven't actually watched the other video yet. I should have really watched them both
Yeah,
before I chose it. I enjoyed it so much, so I just jumped in.
That's okay.
Tess, can you actually confirm to me sometime in an email or in the general discussions that I have actually got the right one? That David is the child and Kim is his mother?
David is the child and Kim is his mother, okay?
Yeah, and that starts off by he's got an Adidas golf shirt on. It's just that there's quite a few that actually have narrative therapy with children, but it's the only one I think has Steve Madigan in it. But yeah, I just want to make sure I've got the one.
I'm sure it's the right one, Jeanette.
All right.
If you follow the link, it should be right.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to follow the link. That's just it.
Ah, okay. You just
See,
got.
I couldn't work out how to do it. Oh, look at my hair. Oh, dear.
At least you've got some.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeanette, you posted at about 6 o'clock tonight, you posted that you couldn't find the link to the videos. So
where is the link?
So have you been able to watch them?
No.
You haven't watched them?
I found that one, but I thought, okay, I've got the wrong one. Because what I did was actually went into e-resources and videos.
Right.
I found Psychotherapy Net.
So that's not the actual video that you're supposed to evaluate.
Oh, all right. Well, see, I don't know how to access it. How do I access it? Greg, we'll have to put it.
Greg or Dimmy, how does Jeanette access it?
Oh, I just clicked on the link and it just took me to the.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
Just go to the outline on. Make sure you're on the outline through the.
Ah, in the unit outline. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If you go from there, that's where I went from there, and it went straight to it.
All right.
Tess.
You definitely want to get the right video.
Yeah. Dimmy?
Tess, my phone's going to die any second. Sorry. So with the assignment, do I write the assignment like I'm evaluating the session, or am I evaluating it through by other academic writers? I don't know if that makes sense. Like,
sorry, no.
So when I'm writing the assignment, should I write it as if I'm personally evaluating the session, or do I write the assignment as if other theorists would assess the session through literature?
Dimmy, are you asking if you write in the first or the third person?
No, like as a reflective essay. So would I write it as a reflective essay? Like, I believe that, the session was A, B, C, D, or do I write it as if Michael White said blah, 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 in refer to...
Well, a reflective essay is in the first person and all other essays are in the third person. So what she wants to know is in the first person or the third person.
Right. First person, I'd say Dimmy.
So reflecting it on my knowledge.
Exactly.
So what I believe. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you'll do
then
it.
That changes the assignment completely. Yeah.
Does it? How does it change it, Dimmy?
Because you would use academic literature to write the assignment. Well, so it's pretty much referencing the whole assignment.
You have to use academic literature.
Yes, as citations, but okay, awesome.
Right.
Awesome. Sorry if I confused anybody.
That's fine, Dimmy. That's fine. I hope
So what you're saying, Tess, is it's a reflective critical evaluation.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not so much like an academic essay, instead, a reflective.
Exactly.
Literature.
It's a critical evaluation. It's not an academic essay.
Yeah. Do you want to see a lot of I's?
Yeah.
Like, I recommend, I believe, those.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That That'll be good because it's in the first person.
Okay.
It's a reflective evaluation. It's not an academic essay.
Okay.
So that sounds good. That sounds good, Demi. I look forward to reading it.
Yes, thank you.
He hasn't started.
I haven't started. I'm sorry. And I'm in my car. But I'm with you. I'm with you.
Okay. He's still driving.
What are your assessments?
No, I'm at McDonald's, just in the car park, looking like a crazy person with my phone in the air, talking. But yeah, my phone's gonna die any minute. I'm only on like 6%, I think. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any other questions? Quick.
No, everyone's answered everything. You've been great.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Great. That's great, Demi. Well, good luck with it.
Yeah, you too, guys. Thank you.
So, are you wanting us to draw conclusions?
Draw conclusions, yes.
All right. I just got lots of questions. I'm just crossing them off.
Okay.
So, we would just be structuring the essay in the same structure as the criteria questions. Is that correct?
That's
right. The way
right.
we normally do?
The marking criteria, yep.
Okay.
Demi, we've lost you. Yeah, we've lost Demi. Yeah, her phone's gone.
Shows the relevance of links between pieces of information. All right. Okay. I think I'm right. What about you, Greg?
Yeah, I think I'm okay. I just got to sort out this half-hour business. I'll go and have another look at the questions. But I guess I can actually make it easier if I just reduce it to half an hour, if that's okay with you, Tess.
Yeah, that's fine, Greg.
Yeah, because I mean there are so many interventions that probably makes sense to just look at a half-hour section.
Yeah.
And maybe in my overview I'll just mention some of the other stuff.
Okay, that sounds good, Greg.
I'm good to go. Just got to. Like everyone else, I've got about 3 assignments in 2 weeks. So.
Oh, God. How many units are you doing, Greg?
3, yeah.
3 units, and you're doing 3, Janet?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. So
that's a lot. And are you working, Greg?
I'm not at the moment, so I've got a bit of a stretch I can get stuck into it.
Oh, good. Good.
Tess, can I just, because what I did was I went to the ACAP to get this critical writing.
Okay, yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Can I just reel off a couple of things I've got here?
Sure.
It says that it identifies the significance of what happened.
Right.
So we need to do that. Is that part of it?
The significance of what happened.
Yeah.
Well, you need to identify the intervention.
Okay. Yep. Evaluates the strengths and weaknesses, which we've got to do.
Yeah, strengths and limitations.
Right. Shows why a theory is suitable or relevant. So you would say why a intervention is relevant, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Intervention.
That's right.
Identifies whether the skills used are appropriate or suitable. All right. So that'd be him, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to evaluate the counsellor's skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So evaluate. That's really hard because it's actually Steve Madigan.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's going to be a little bit like trying to do an academic essay on your educator who's done a PhD in what you're doing.
Madigan is good. Steve Madigan's
you can't really
great.
argue it.
No, that's
he
right.
Is. I love him.
Yeah.
All right. I think I've got it.
Great. If you have any more questions, you can always post to the discussion forum.
Yep.
And I'll answer them.
Fantastic.
Or send me an email.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you can answer it or you, Greg. When I actually go into, when you go to check on the grades that you've got, you click on, as a student, you click on your name and then you click on grades. And in there, it's got every subject that you're doing, but it also has student lounge and a grade for student lounge. Why would there be a grade for student lounge? Do you know, Greg?
I don't know. When I look at my grades, I go into the particular classes. So you go into narrative therapy, for instance, and there's a button down the bottom with grades on it, and it'll only just bring up the narrative therapy grades.
Ah, okay.
So that's how I access my results.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
rather than go any other way.
Right.
And that way, you just go. If you'll see the grades button down the bottom. I think it's down right down the bottom.
That makes sense, because all it would be doing then is just mirroring when you go into your classes, because your classes actually have all of your subjects plus the student lounge.
Yeah, that's right.
I get it. I was worried I had to do something to get a grade in student lounge, and I'm thinking, what am I going to do? Nobody told me.
I can't say I've spent a lot of time in the student lounge, though.
Haven't you, Greg?
No.
No, I haven't. I haven't spent much time in the teacher's lounge either.
No, I didn't know that.
I've been too busy marking. I'm sorry, I haven't been able to do my summaries or look at your activities, responses to activities, because I've had so much marking.
I have not been on activities for 2 weeks now. I'm sorry, Tess.
Oh, that's okay, Jeanette.
I'll try and catch up.
That's fine. I've got so much marking. I've got 3 classes, 50 students.
How many? 50?
50 students I've got.
Awesome.
So I've got a lot of marking.
Tess, do you ever hear from any of the other students in this course?
I do.
Right, they tend to send you individual emails, do they?
Yeah, absolutely.
I wondered why you don't really hear much, or they don't come on the Zoom session. So.
No, I don't know why there's not more people on the Zoom session tonight.
Oh, they might be working.
They might be, yeah, but no, I get quite a lot of correspondence from students.
Right, okay. Mm-hmm.
And it's really valuable. It's really useful to be able to connect with students.
Yeah.
I mean, for the 50 students that I've got, I take at least 2 hours to mark one assignment.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, I do it really thoroughly, and I can't cut it back. I've tried, but I can't. I can't do it in less than 2 hours.
So, Greg, can I ask you what mark you got out of 50? The last one?
For this one?
The last one, yeah.
In narrative.
You mightn't be in my class, are you?
I don't know.
Yes, you are. You're both in the one class.
Okay.
I got my best ever mark, but I don't know if it was this one or the other one.
Okay.
And it was, I think it was 40, 42. So that was pretty good. Out of 50.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but I can't remember if it was this one. I think it was this one, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
I was very happy.
Good.
Okay. Well, I'm even more happy with mine now. That's good. It's fun. Okay. I got 44.
Oh, that's good.
You're both really good students, academically competent.
Wow. Thank you.
That's a pleasure.
I was a little bit worried because it was only my second ever essay, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, only your second essay.
Yeah.
But what about your first year? Didn't you have essays in the first year?
This is my first semester.
I
Is
thought
this your first term, Jeanette?
My first semester, yeah.
I thought you said you were in the second year.
I am. I actually got RPL.
Right.
So most of the first year has been done. There's only one subject I had to do in the first two, actually, an elective, which was I chose narrative therapy because I love it, and the academic culture. They were the only two left to do in year one.
Wow.
So,
very well done. Well, you're doing well then.
So that's why I said I haven't done one of these critical writings before. I just, yeah.
You're doing very well.
Finding it, I'm learning as I go. Because the very first one I did was only 500 words, and it took me like 3 weeks.
Oh God, really?
But now
only
I'm getting
500 words, and it took you 3 weeks.
I know, I'm getting quick, but I got 100% on it, Taz.
Wow. Wow. I didn't realise some educators give 100%. I never do.
Oh! Thank you. No, but it was the first one. It was only worth 20%. It was only out of 20. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Still, it's good.
Yeah.
It's encouraging.
And another one, and now I'm doing. For that first one for academic, I'm just doing my third one now, and I'm doing my second one for positive psych and my second one now for narrative tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right.
They're two good subjects you've got.
Yeah, my preference is narrative, but then again, I've always loved narrative, so.
Narrative positive psychology is very good.
Is that?
It is, yeah, it is. I just don't find, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, I just don't find it as meaty, I don't think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I read it.
I think it's because that's how I've always lived my life. So I always applied a lot of those strategies within my life. So I don't know. You know what I mean? Like whether it's just a familiarity with it or something.
Yeah. I enjoyed the positive psych, and I enjoyed the fact that it was balanced, sort of the old way that mental health was approached.
Yeah.
I
don't get me wrong.
very
I like
refreshing,
it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it. It's just that I prefer narrative therapy. That's all. But
even
when I did my diploma, I loved narrative therapy. Narrative therapy and CBT, loved them both.
That's good.
I think it's just because I like narrative therapy, that's all.
Yeah.
Some people who use CBT find that it doesn't work and that they go to narrative.
I know. I've actually been reading about that today, Tess.
Have you?
I have been reading about that today.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Because CBT was originally for, what do you call it? Borderline personality disorder.
Exactly. Mental issues, mental health.
Yeah. And what's happening is
CBT.
What's happening is that narrative therapy is being adapted within, like, say, for instance sake, I think it was for PTSD.
Yep.
And so people have actually suffered a lot of trauma, so they're calling it NET, narrative exposure therapy. And because they're actually writing it down, the emotion and everything becomes like an autobiography rather than something that they're living.
Okay.
So they're putting it down and kind of like they're writing a book. Do you know what I mean?
Yep, yep.
So it becomes a way for them really, well, the externalization of it.
Right.
Yeah, into the book. Yeah. So they're able to get rid of it. So, to me, narrative therapy works on just about anything.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
So you've done narrative therapy before you did this unit?
I did it with my diploma, yes.
Right.
Yeah. So in my diploma, I did all of them: person-centered, CBT, narrative.
Okay.
Gesalt, all of them, the whole lot.
Okay. And you love narrative and CBT.
I did, yeah.
Right.
I did CBT first, and I loved it, and then I did narrative, and No, I like that better.
Yeah, I prefer narrative to CBT.
Yeah.
I've worked with clients who've got mental illness, and I've found that they often can't cope with CBT, but they can cope with narrative.
I could understand that.
Yeah.
I could understand that.
Yeah.
It.
If they've got schizophrenia or something like that, they're better off with narrative.
Yeah, I think with CBT, because it's an action that you have to do, and a lot of people don't have the coping mechanisms to actually do that action.
That's right.
Because cognitive behavior is you have to have that cognitive ability to go stop and rephrase it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In simple. Whereas with narrative, you don't have to, because it's involving, well, this is just my simple explanation anyway, it's involving more of your senses. So
right.
You're speaking out, and then you're hearing it back, and you're also reading it. So you're using 5 of your senses. And they always reckon that the more of the senses that you actually use, the more it actually sinks into you.
That makes sense.
So with narrative, you're using all of it. So it's not like they have to stop and do this cognitive action, because it's just becoming like the light bulb gets turned on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's my simplistic view anyway.
No, that sounds right.
What do you reckon, Greg?
I think it's a very interesting thing. So one of the questions in our in this essay is to discuss some of the limitations of narrative, and I found it kind of an interesting question because you've got your dominant story, and then you've got your alternate story. So you concentrate on the alternate. So are you really addressing the dominant story, or are you just finding another story to develop? So are you really addressing the nitty-gritty of the problem, or are you just kind of looking at exceptions and going down that track, which is great. I was just wondering myself whether it's kind of ignoring some important, kernels there that cause the issues in the beginning, sort of thing.
But isn't it? I mean, I don't know, Tess, because you're the narrative therapist. But to me, isn't it the fact that there's actually a lot of different stories within the dominant story?
There's a lot of alternative stories.
Yeah. So you're working
on the one story.
Yeah, you're working on the one that presents itself at that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that where you're getting it, Greg?
In the scenario I was looking at, the client had a lot of doubt, lack of confidence, and by looking at the exceptions and going with that, it was developing his strengths, which was fair enough. It's a great way to deal with it. So I'm wondering if it's ignoring the really core issue of his doubt and lack of confidence, or whether it was just developing more confidence, which was, that was the answer to the initial issue. So it was just an interesting thing that came up when I started to think about what the limitations to narrative might be from the video. So be interested to hear what other people think about it.
See, to me, narrative, it doesn't really matter how the problem or the dominant story came about. It's just the alternative stories that allow you to actually go down a different path or
that's right.
change the dominant
it's the
story.
Exceptions, isn't it? Those initial issues.
To me, like, if just say, for instance, like someone has had post-traumatic stress syndrome, PTSD, it's not about solving the problem of how they got that. A lot of it is traumatic trauma, war, whatever it might be. It's not about that. It's about allowing them to see that that's not who they are.
No, that's right.
There are times that in their life that they don't have those horrid dreams while they're awake in their sleep, you know, and because if PTSD is like something triggers you and you're there, you're back there again. So I think narrative therapy is not about solving that; it's about giving you the tools.
No, not in that instance. It's trauma is a specific incident, isn't it? Whereas what the scenario was this slow development of, you know, doubt, lack of confidence, and a lot of life experiences created that, not just one incident. But it just was an interesting thing how oh, I'm going to press the wrong button then. Am I still there?
Yep,
Yeah,
you're still here.
Oh, okay, sorry about that. What do you think, Tess?
I think that the dominant story is usually a problem-saturated story.
Right, yes, that's right. Yes.
And that what the counsellor is looking for are unique outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
So ways in which the dominant story can be broken down and unique outcomes can create an alternative story.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, the unique outcomes didn't really arise until really a long way into the session, the one that I watched.
Really?
No, not almost an hour into the video.
Oh gosh.
Which was, I think it was the therapist was just very thorough in getting the story and developing it and so forth. But I was a little bit surprised there were only a couple of unique outcomes.
Right.
Anyway,
but the unique outcomes are the alternative stories.
I thought that maybe I'm getting mixed up with the sparkling moments.
The sparkling moments are the same as the unique outcomes.
Oh,
okay. So you're on to the right thing, Greg.
Right. Well, in other words, it's like a breakthrough of understanding, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So it did take a while for that to develop, but I've got a bit more. I have to watch it again, get some more information of it, and so forth.
Right.
There is actually the ability to actually print off the narrative, I think, isn't there, Greg?
Yeah, I think you can do that. I actually copied and pasted bits of it that I wanted into a document and saved that. Makes it a bit easier than wading through the whole thing.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good thinking.
But no, I must admit I really enjoyed the narrative, so hopefully we can keep up the good marks, eh?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you both love narrative. I do too.
Mm.
I do. I'm actually thinking of going down to contacting Dulwich in Adelaide to see if I can do a whole segment of my prep down there.
That's great, Janet.
Mm.
Yeah,
Jeanette, that's a really good thing to do.
Because I love it. I love it. But anyway, because I think it can just fit so many different things.
Yeah, that's right.
A lot of benefit.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. I was going to ask you something, Tess, but I can't remember what it was now.
Well, if you think of it, send me a post or an email.
Right, will do. Okay.
Because I'm always contactable.
All right. Lovely to talk to you again, Greg. I always enjoy
nice to see you all.
Enjoy your conversation.
Sorry?
I always enjoy your conversation. You make me laugh.
Oh, well. Good to have a giggle now and then.
It is. Thanks, Tess.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, Jeanette. Thanks, Greg.
Okay, bye now.
Bye now. Bye.
Oh, was there anything you wanted to tell us, Tess?
No, you're on the right track.
Right. Cool. All right.
You're fine. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.